you head out to the polls today, you'll see a proposal on your ballot. It won't affect us here in the Finger Lakes region. It has to do with an Olympic sports complex in Essex County near Lake Placid, and whether it should be allowed to operate on land protected in the New York State Constitution.
Anne says, I voted this past week and was surprised to see a statewide referendum on the ballot regarding state land near Lake Placid. That was the first I heard of it and was confused. Could you explain it to everyone, please? A clause in the New York State Constitution, known as the Forever Wild Clause, says preserved land shall be forever kept as wild forest lands. The referendum on today's ballot proposes an amendment to that clause. A yes vote on Proposal 1 would allow the Mount Van Hoevenberg Olympic Sports Complex to continue operating on preserved land. It would also require New York State to expand land protections in Adirondack Park by 2,500 acres. A no vote would be against these changes. Some environmental groups, like Protect the Adirondacks, support Prop 1, saying it would ultimately mean more Adirondack land would be preserved. The referendum will appear at the bottom of your ballot inside one of these new digital voting booths.
New York voters have approved other amendments to that Forever Wild Clause over the years. For example, you can ski on Whiteface Mountain thanks to a similar proposal that was passed through a statewide vote in the 1940s. If you have a good question you'd like answered, send us an email at goodquestion@whec.com. Let's go in depth now on those new digital voting machines. A poll worker will still hand you a blank piece of paper when you check in. That's your blank ballot. You'll see instructions on top of the voting machine. First, you're instructed to insert that blank paper ballot into the machine. Next, select your language and choose your candidates. Then the machine will print your paper ballot with your selections on it. It's important that you confirm the paper ballot is correct. Finally, hit the Cast Your Ballot button on the screen and you're done.